Hello, hello! Once again, welcome to the Shoegazer 93 channel, the channel that proudly celebrates itself. And yeah, I bagged my bloody Valentine tickets. Yes! I'm still in shock. I almost cried the moment I got the tickets. It was such a epic moment. I could feel something inside of me, just the feelings bubbling up, and because I've just waited so long for this to happen. Like I said, I missed out on the 2018 Birmingham Institute gig, which was the last time they actually played in the UK. They had the Desert Days as well that year, didn't they, in America? That's when Slowdive were on the bill as well, which must have been pretty unreal. But yeah, so 2025 November, I see you in Dublin. And for those who missed out, I still think there's a lot of hope. I think if MBV release an EP or an album, which yeah, the age-old joke of them never releasing anything, but I do think though, I think more than ever now that there must be something coming. Why would Kevin Shields and co just wake up one day and just decide to plug a random date in Ireland? Like, why would they do that? You know, just wake up one day and just organize the one gig. I think there will be new material with it, new music, and if that's the case, then they'll do more than the one show for sure. I mean, they'll have to promote the EP album, whatever it's going to be. They'll have to do a London date, a Manchester date, possibly take it into Europe as well, and North America. I'm sure that they would have to embark on a big tour, really, to support it, especially since they've been out of the limelight for so long. So they've got to really kind of we got to tour it heavily, really, if it is new material. But yeah, I mean, it's obviously, well, they're 60 odd years old now, aren't they? They're in their 60s, and obviously the big question is, probably the biggest question is about the noise section during You Made Me Realise. And I mean, I'm not I'm kind of mixed emotioned about it. I'm excited, but I'm also scared, really scared about it. I mean, I've seen Ride do the Drive Blind noise section, right? They do like a copy of what MBV do, yeah, during You Made Me Realise. But I think they do it on like a miniature. I think Ride will be like a miniature version of it in comparison to what MBV do. In terms of decibel level, I mean, I was at the Roundhouse for Ride in 2015 when they did the Drive Blind noise freak out, and you know, I was prepared for like to be rattled and stuff, but it wasn't like that at all. It was like I was stood in the standing area at the front, and even without, I didn't need earplugs, and even without earplugs, it still wasn't really loud. It was like really manageable levels. Like, I think MBV, I think the 2013 show that they did there and the 2008 shows before that, I think MBV were the cause of like a new legislation, a new rule and regulation that happened to limit the decibel level at certain venues. And I think the Roundhouse was shaken so much from those 2008 and 2013 shows that I think Ride couldn't actually do it to the full violence. They couldn't do the full decibel level that would match MBV's. And yeah, I guess Ride are more sensible as well, aren't they? I think Kevin Shields is just a nutter, really, isn't he? When you think about it, after all said and done, he is a nutter. And yeah, so I just wonder, now they're in their 60s, how long they're going to do it for. Is it going to be 5 minutes? Is it going to be 10 minutes? Because I really don't want to be standing through. Well, I'll be sitting through. I'm in the top balcony. I'm in the top row, top balcony. So I get an excellent view of the whole crowd and the stage and the light show that goes with it, which is another highlight, is the light show. I think that's another massive reason for attending an MBV show. And it's only really MBV and Slowdive, I think, that really, they do the light show properly, you know, where it's like Pink Floyd style, possibly even better than that, actually. Just lots of impressionistic and surrealist artwork that just rotates around on screen. But yeah, like I was saying, yeah, hopefully they don't do like a full 30 minutes of that, because it's just the same, innit? You know, once you reach the maximum level of decibels, there's no point really in going on, because it's like you already made your points. You might as well just end it there. So, and you're just inducing ear damage on the crowd. So I just hope it's just 5 minutes, no longer than 10. And I'm hoping that just their older, more mature age will mean that they do it for less longer. They do it shorter, because, you know, they've got to have some kind of tinnitus by now, those guys. And if they don't, then obviously old age is another factor. But yeah, I'm just buzzing, and I think there will be new material. I think the stuff that was teased in 2018, the stuff when Kevin Shields came to the press and said this is happening, that's happening, I think that will finally surface. Maybe the one EP, maybe a full, he might decide to combine 2 EPs he's working on and just think, to hell with it, and just make it a full album. I hope it's an album, because they need more albums, you know. They've got they've got quite a few EPs, so MBV need a new album. Yeah, I just yes, I'm just delighted I got the ticket, and I'm looking forward to my time in Ireland. It'll be my first time over there, in Dublin. Yeah, I never touched Ireland before, despite it being next door to us in the UK. So I think it's a beautiful city, Dublin. So I'm really buzzing for that. Making a whole weekend of it over there. And yeah, in other news, I know that Swerve Driver are working with Mark Gardner producing. They're working on a new album, new EP. I mean, a little EP. They said it's coming out at sometime during the winter. So yeah, maybe before Christmas. That might be another present, or it might come January, February. But yeah, great. Swerve Driver back, MBV are back, Slowdive there, Ryder there, the Boo Radleys are back next year. It's like crazy. All of the creation bands are back for 2025. I mean, Alan McGee and Dick Green, Joe Foster, Andy Saunders, who's the other guys again? Who's the guy who came from Cherry Red and sort of turned the tables around for them? I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but they had some guy who came in, didn't they, and basically told McGee like how to run it more business-like. He's from Cherry Red originally, but anyway, whatever. But the main thing is, yeah, Creation should be so proud that their legacy has lasted for like 40 years now. It's incredible. It really is. And that's my favorite label of all time, and for good reason. 4AD are very close seconds. So yeah, MBV, good luck, fingers crossed to everybody applying for tickets. If there are other shows, I'm sure there will be. So best of luck to everybody out there. Yeah, MBV. Insane eyes, you made me realize. Boom, 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 boom.